You know a lot about golf.
Well, we're waiting.
Those weekend golf guys, they are us. We are they, we're them. John Ashton in studio, Jeff Smith at the Golf Cave, Otter Creek, Columbus, the Plain and Simple Golf School. I got it all.
What are we in English class? Theys, those, thems?
Well, we're trying.
These, theys?
You get,
what the heck?
Man, you get marked down by the listeners if you speak improperly. No?
Demerits.
Yeah, we get demerits, like intrepid producer Mark said, who's writing the controls and throwing up the correct English pronunciations of all the stuff we're going to be doing. We are here for the next hour with some great guests. We have to put up with Jeff contractually, but the other guys are going to be fun. We've got Lloyd Cohn from CopperTech Gloves. And you will please let your physician wife not participate in that discussion, Mr.
I will
Jeff.
not.
And Damon Klepczynski, with so many superfluous letters, it's pathetic, but that's his name, Damon Klepczynski. He's with Digital Golf Pass, and that's going to be pretty neat.
You can't say that one time fast, can you?
Digital Golf Pass? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a thing about people who have more than 4 consonants together in their name, because you know a bunch of them are just totally superfluous. You know, spell it with an S. That's how it's pronounced. Spell it with an S or a Z or whatever you need. You only need one of those 5 consonants that he's got there. C-Z-Y-N-S-K. Pick one, and let's move on. All right? I played last Monday. It was 66 degrees. I looked at the weather forecast and said, 66, that's going to be great. Forgot to look at the precipitation forecast.
Oops.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it happens a lot of places, but here in the Mid-South, Midwest, whatever it's called, we have a tendency to have our weather change by slight increments. Like I was driving and I got 3 miles from the course and the sun was shining. I got to the course and it was sprinkling. I got to the 3rd hole, it was pouring. But we went
and
back.
You didn't bring any rain gear, did you?
Oh no, I had my brand new Sun Ice rain jacket and my new waterproof golf shoes and my what do they call that little umbrella you put in your bag?
Irritating to have to use it.
It's on a spring that doesn't quite move quite as far as you need to.
Right.
Drizzle stick. As you hit a drizzle stick in there, and I kept everything dry. I want you to mark this day down, or last Monday down, whatever the date was, the 10th, I think. Best score ever.
Ooh, did you play all the holes?
I did. I played all 18.
All right.
Shot a 78.
Wow, and you counted putts too?
Counted putts.
Wow.
All of them. I had one of those holes, man, that so few of us amateurs get to experience. It was a birdie on a par 5.
Ooh.
Okay? Yeah, I had 7 bogeys, 1 birdie, 11, 10 pars? Yeah, that math works, I guess. It was one of those where you put actually 4 perfect shots in a row.
Pretty fun.
Great drive. In fact, I was playing with a guy who is, I won't say substantially anymore, used to be substantially better than am I, but, since I've been working with you, or at least listening to you, he isn't. I outdrove him by about 10 yards, which he never forgave me for. And then
he's unhappy about that.
And then hit one of those perfect iron shots. I hit a 5-iron. I hit it almost 200 yards. I don't hit 5 irons 200 yards. But it was one you didn't feel it, you didn't hear it.
It was pure.
Oh, it was.
No thud, no thwack.
No thud, no thwack, just a whew. And I was 80 yards from the green. No, about 70 yards from the green. Took a lob wedge, put it up over the outcropped branch of a tree onto the green about 8 feet from the pin. Read it correctly. Hit it correctly, died at the hole, and just snuck in. Beautiful. What I want to know is how do I do that again? Because I sat there and agonized over what did I do and how do I do that again? I have no idea.
Hate to see you agonize, but there is something you could do to make that happen again. It does involve putting a club into your hand and using it when you're not on the golf course.
Oh. Okay.
And it is one of those things that
I guess it's not going to happen.
He is gonna get me to practice if it's the last thing he does.
Let's just say that it's exercise and fun and a challenge to personal challenge to yourself to make this repetitious motion where this club would go slinging through a very specific place.
Okay.
Again and again.
Okay, let's for a minute pretend that I have no aversion to practice and tell me what to do.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll use the word practice because I know that you even hate the word.
I do.
Here's what I would do. I would get away from golf balls altogether, and I would set up, and I would get my club on the ground, and I would set through the place where the club sets on the ground, and I would take a couple of tees, and I would stick them on the ground on either side of the golf club, giving myself, maybe a quarter of an inch of space between the toe of the club and the tee in the ground, and then the heel about a quarter of an inch. But what I would do is I wouldn't put these tees upright. I would put them just flat on the ground, or at least the one on the hosel side. You could I would angle that to the same angle of the hosel, so that way you could swing through that little space, that little gate, so to speak. And I would stand there and make swing after swing after swing after swing after swing. And I would make sure that I set my feet properly and got my perfect balance. And I would do all that because if you can practice delivering a club through that little space, and then of course you would go put a ball where in the center of that space, you would realize that you would hit it in the center of the face an awful lot of times. And then you would have that pure feeling that you had just once with your 5-iron, as you so eloquently put it. Mm-hmm. You've got to figure out what to do to make that happen again. There's an awful lot of good ball strikers and good players out there who have done a significant amount of practice, and that's always a good bit of it right there.
Yeah, okay.
So they can get that feeling again.
Well, you made your point. You don't have to rub it in, all right?
Okay, well, not to rub it in any further, but did you notice how far that you could hit it?
Yeah.
Versus how far that you normally hit it?
Yeah, point taken. Like I said. Rub it in.
Just saying.
Rub
okay.
it in. Rub it in.
I didn't mean to rub that in, but
yeah.
I just thought I'd make mention of the fact that you have capability of being better.
Yeah, make mention of this right here, okay? We're going to make mention of a bunch of stuff, but we're not going to do it now. We're going to come right back and do it in about 2 minutes. Don't you move.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
Call 1-800-352-1597. That's 1-800-352-1597.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-554-4183 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 800-554-4183 to take your call now. Call 800-554-4183. That's 800-554-4183. Again, 800-554-4183.
Hey, you like to play golf, but you like to save money. How about doing the same thing at the same time? Check it out, digitalgolfpass.com. No matter where you are in the country, there's probably a digital golf pass that's going to get you a discount at many different golf courses. All right, so this season you're going to save yourself some money and get some variety in where you go. DigitalGolfPass.com. Use the coupon code GolfGuys at checkout and you will save $5. DigitalGolfPass.com. And thanks for hanging, and welcome back. We are those weekend golf guys. John Ashton in studio, Jeff Smith at the Plain and Simple Golf School in the Golf Cave at Otter Creek in Columbus. Some of you don't get to hear the entire 7 minutes that we start the show with. Let me recap, well, without trying to make it sound like I'm showing off. Last Monday, I had the best score of my entire life, 78. And I had
Which is pretty darn good, really.
It is, really. I was very happy.
Yeah. You should be happy. That's a great round of golf.
And I had one of those holes. It was a par 5. I birdied it, and it was just 4 consecutive great shots. Because normally what happens to us amateurs is that we'll have a great shot, and we'll follow it up with a chunk Or we'll have 2 great shots and we'll get on the green and then we'll 6-putt, Ernie. You know,
I think
something
it was
like
7,
that.
wasn't it?
7, whatever. But 4 consecutive good shots, including a well-read putt, is just totally out of character for me. But the best shot of the 4 was a 5-iron that I hit almost 200 yards. I don't hit a 5-iron 200 yards.
Flushed it.
I flushed it. And what I'm trying to do now is reconstruct what the heck I did to do that. I mean, I know what happened is I swung properly. I swung with the right tempo. I hit the ball right in the middle of the club face like I'm supposed to. I followed through like I'm supposed to, and everything worked the way it does on paper. But how do I make sure I do that again? You gave me a little tip about, putting a couple of tees on the ground about a quarter of an inch beyond each end of the club. Is the middle of the club face of an iron the sweet spot every time? I mean, how do I get myself in the habit of hitting it there? Because obviously I haven't up to this point.
To answer your question of how do I get it there, you could, if it's not tees, maybe it's, maybe you're going to do it inside. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's, you take a couple pieces of tape and stick them on the ground, swing between them. But it's also the angle that you come in. Let's think about this for a second. Think of a plane coming in for a crash landing, and it's coming in very steeply and nose down, right? You don't want that.
No, don't want that.
No, you want to, so it's like the plane's coming in for a belly landing to skim it off the top of the water there and come to it's coming in very shallow to the surface. Mm-hmm. So if your club was, say, going through the grass, you would basically be bruising the top of the grass, right? You'd be skimming, you'd be scuffing, you'd be bruising the grass. You wouldn't be trenching.
No.
So you want it coming in like that.
Right.
Through that place, put a little tee or some tape on the outer edges of the club, on the toe end and on the heel end. And you want to come in there shallow. But now it's a matter of where's the lowest point of that swing. So what you'd want to do is make sure that the lowest point of that swing was, just like a golf ball or so out in front of the golf ball that exists that you're going to hit. So it'd be left. So that the angle that you come in would be shallow, yet the bottom of it would be in front of the golf ball so you could hit the golf ball before you hit the ground. And then you'd be delivering the center of the face to the center of the golf ball. And when those two things meet up, boy, you've got a really good one. Here's a thought for you. Take something that can help you visually put it on your club. Now, there are some legal things you can do. If, John, I know that you don't care too much for the rules of golf, but here's something that's actually within the rules of golf. So you could say that you're doing something that is legal in the rules of golf that are helping you play better golf. Get a Sharpie.
I got one.
Put a little dot about the width, the dot itself is about the height of, say, those grooves that you've got in between the grooves, and put a dot dead center in the middle of the face. You'll find it to be between the 4th and 5th groove. That little space right there of metal between the 4th and 5th groove from the bottom.
So
that's what you're going to be.
Count up 4 and then go halfway up to the 5th and stop. Okay.
And hit there. Okay. And you know what you're going to find is you're going to find the center of the sweet spot there. And put yourself a little Sharpie dot right on there. And then to make things even more fun.
Yes.
To make it even more visually easy for you to see, go straight up to the top line of the club and put a little line on the top line of the club that crosses the front to the face to the back of the head. Little line right there, kind of like you have on your putter. And put that right smack in the middle of the center of the face, but put it on the top line of the club head so that when you set your club behind the golf ball, that center line right there goes through the golf ball. And then you'll never get it wrong, where it's in the center of the face and you've got it lined up there. Because there's a lot of people that don't even line it up.
I know.
Very well.
Is the number on a golf ball in the center?
What do you mean? What do you mean with the spot where they put the number?
Yeah, I mean, if I play a Titleist 3, is the 3 in the middle of the golf ball?
It is if you orient it that way. You could also orient it so the eye in Titleist is that way. You just keep rotating that golf ball around. Something's going to get to the center of it.
There we go.
Once
again, I'm confused.
Good Lord.
You were supposed to make this easy for me.
Sure.
But then it's golf. Nothing's easy.
Do that if you wanted to. John, it's a sphere. Any way you twist that thing and turn that thing, it runs through the center. Okay?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Lloyd Cohn of CopperTech Gloves. He's got a great idea. He's coming up in the next segment. Yep. We're also going to talk with Damon, Klepczynski.
Yes.
Damon Klepczynski from digitalgolfpass.com. You're going to be able to play, cheaply or inexpensively or save a lot of money, however you want to look at it. And, we've got another way for you to save even more. Cause you know us. That's the one thing, man. You can walk around and say, hey, I know the golf guys. I know people. All right. There you go. That's coming up. Hang with us. We'll be right back. Hey, Jeff Smith is ready to go. He wants to see your video. Just go to facebook.com/golf guys. You can get all the details there. Jeff's Quick Fix. Check it out.
I've owned my company for 14 years now, and I can tell you that payroll is a 4-letter word. I hate doing it. It eats up hours I don't have, and it costs me money I could be saving. But my accountant's too expensive, and I'm not sure who to call. But I know I need help.
We're Paychex, and we take all the hassles out of small business payroll. We save you time and money. It's easy. Call, fax, or give us your payroll information securely online, and we take care of the rest. We calculate the correct taxes, manage payments and direct deposits. We even send out your checks. Payroll doesn't need to be a 4-letter word anymore. We're so sure that we can save you time and money that we'll give you a month's payroll free just for calling 877-376-2829. Get 1 month's payroll for free. Call Paychex right now. 877-376-2829. That's 877-376-2829.
Hey, this is John Ashton with those Weekend Golf Guys. And, Jeff Smith is a PGA member, so he gets to play like anywhere he wants to play for free. You and I, we're not quite like that. We have to, by hook or by crook. You got a friend, whatever. We all want a discount. We all want a deal, and we know how you can get a deal. You want to go to digitalgolfpass.com. They've got the whole country broken up into different areas, and there are a whole lot of golf courses in each area. You can buy one area or upgrade to all the areas. It's a membership. It makes you kind of cool. And, with the right deal at your first foray into your favorite golf course with Digital Golf Pass, you've probably saved enough money to actually pay for the membership. Check it out, digitalgolfpass.com. Use the coupon code GOLFGUYS at checkout and you'll save $5. Yeah, we hooked that up for you. All right. You know people. Digitalgolfpass.com. Coupon code GOLFGUYS. Go now.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-554-4183 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 800-554-4183 to take your call now. Call 800-554-4183. That's 800-554-4183. Again, 800-554-4183.
And welcome back. We are those Weekend Golf Guys. John Ashton in studio. Jeff Smith up there at the Golf Cave at Otter Creek, plain and simple golf school in Columbus. And on the line with us, Lloyd Cohn of CopperTech Gloves. Welcome and thanks for joining us here on those Weekend Golf Guys. And I hope you get a sunburn. Nothing personal, man. serve you right to
Listen,
suffer.
I already have my copper tone tan. I just hope you guys can enjoy it one day with me.
Like that.
You notice the way he worked that in?
Mm-hmm.
Copper tone.
He's got it right. He's got it right. He's got probably bottles of that stuff laying all over the place.
I'm sure he does. And he's got copper all over the place, too, because, as we mentioned, it's Lloyd Cohn from CopperTech Gloves. And this is like the first and only golf glove that uses the same stuff that like Tommy Copper ankle braces and knee braces and elbow braces use. And, you know, you figure if it's good enough for Brett Favre, it's got to be good enough for a golfer, right?
Amen.
That.
All right, Lloyd. Well,
I'll
thanks for
drink it up.
talking, man.
That's right.
Got to go, guys. I'll see you.
Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
so what? I mean, did you just sit back one day watching late night TV and say, "Well, if it works for them, why don't I do this?" Or what's the genesis of this whole thing, man?
Well, you know, I've been in the golf business a long time, selling gloves a long time. And believe it or not, my first golf glove was designed for women with nails and rings. So we designed that glove. And I'm sitting back and watching all this Brett Favre and Tommy Copper stuff and saying, hey, why not put copper in a golf glove? We did. And an old story, believe it or not, is because I'm from the Northeast. I had a great uncle who worked in the steel mines up in Pennsylvania. And he always used to tell me as a little kid, you know, we used to put pennies to my elbow to help with the elbow because it hurt. And I'm like, copper pennies, really? Come on. And he said, yeah. So, you know, the brainstorm was alive. It worked. But that's how CopperTech really got kicking.
So when people walk by and see this, do they go, yeah, right? Or, I mean, or do people accept it readily because of, you know, the predominance of all the advertising for copper and other stuff? Or do they look at it a little bit hesitantly? Or what kind of reaction are you getting?
No, the reaction is like, wow, how do I get one? I love it. How do I get a glove? That's the reaction.
Yeah. What, $15.95? Here's the address. I mean, that's an easy question.
Hey, go to
answer.
CopperTechGloves.com. Absolutely. You know, we've done shows, and I'm sitting right next to a chiropractor, and the guy comes up and says, "Hey, what do you got?" And I said, "Well, I've got this cool glove with copper in it. Not only does it have copper, but it's got the silicone grip, which is an added benefit." And the guy says, "Oh, you're selling snake oil." And I'm like, well, do you believe in chiropractic? And the guy says, well, I'm not really sure. So I'm looking at the chiropractor who's probably been 30 years in the business. And he says, come here, sir. Let me sit in my chair. And he fixed the guy right up. He gets up and says, hey, I'll take 2 gloves. So, you know, we made a believer of him.
Yeah.
You know, we made a believer. You got to try it. You really got to try it and see how it works.
This is true confession time for me, Lloyd, all right? I'm one of those guys who's kind of like, yeah, right, okay, you know, whatever. And you were kind enough to send me a glove, and I wore it just last Monday, as a matter of fact.
What color was the glove?
The glove is white.
Okay. You didn't get a copper-colored glove?
No, that would just be overkill.
Okay.
All right. It's a white
checking.
glove, black trim. I mean, very stylish, very fashionable. The one thing I do like is it's one of those one-size-fits-all gloves, which retailers are going to love because they don't have to stock 17 different sizes and
You got that
styles
right.
and all that. Put it on. It felt really nice. Maybe 5 minutes of getting used to with the silicone because it's not, you know, the rich Corinthian or Cabretta leather or whatever that you're used to, but it feels really nice. I have a hand that I dislocated a couple of fingers on when I was in school. After about 18 holes, those fingers ache. Monday, when I finished my round, my fingers did not ache. So, another
That's
believer.
good.
You can chalk up another believer, man.
Well, John, you know, it's funny because some people come up to me and say, well, what's the glove do for you? I said, you know what it does for you? It makes you happy. I'm like, what do you mean it makes you?
I got pills for that, Lloyd.
So what do you mean it makes you happy? Because after a round of golf, when you stick them in ice for 10 minutes at a time after a round of golf, you don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And the guy says, really? I said, yeah. You know, we even had customers call us and say, you know what, we sleep with them on. That's how good they feel. I'm not saying everybody does that, but they say, yeah, we played with it, we love it, we actually sleep with it. Hey, whatever floats your boat.
Well, that's true.
So are you going to branch out from gloves to different things? What about like socks and stuff like that, where you could You can put that in there, make people's ankles feel better.
You know, they have socks out there. You know, they've got socks. They've got, you know, go to CVS, you'll see everything. But they never had a golf glove. So we just decided to do the golf glove. But when you mention branching out, yes, we've got a whole lineup of copper, but it's not socks. It's not T-shirts. It's a bunch of other stuff. Check out the website every now and then, and maybe you'll get a chance to see what's really unique and different other than socks and elbows and knees. Yeah, it's really pretty cool.
If you put a little copper in the band of my golf hat, will it make me smarter? That's all I need to know.
I doubt it. I can hear your conversation already. I don't think anything's going to help you, really.
This guy's a winner in my book right now.
I don't think tutoring would help you either.
Well, you know, if you had said there's no more room for improvement, John, I would have put you back on the show sometime.
Well, I didn't want to be that direct.
There's not enough copper in the world to get that guy enough of this hat to make him smart. Oh, love it. I love it.
Copper helps a lot, but I'm not sure it's going to help you.
Yeah, there are limits. There are limits. Man, that's fantastic. And is it CopperTechGloves.com? Is that what you said the website is?
If you're interested, please go to CopperTech Glove, and it's CopperTechGlove.com, and that's when you can find it.
Fantastic. And what's the price point?
Honestly, it's reasonable. It's $19.95.
Mm-hmm.
$19.95, and most people say, how come it's so cheap? And we tell them because we want you to try it. Right. You know, we don't want you to spend, you know, $30.
Right.
Now, $20 is a really good price point, and it's worth a lot more. But we want people to try it at $19.95. That's why we priced it right.
You know, and even if you're a skeptic and say, well, it couldn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? It couldn't hurt. Right?
It can't hurt. And you know, if you're not happy, like anything else, we stand behind it. So if you want your money back, send it back. We'll give you your credit. All right. Not a big deal. Yeah. We're in it to make people feel good.
Fantastic. CopperTechGlove.com. It does work. You know, I'm sorry. It used to be, well, intrepid producer Mark has seen me after a round of golf. I will firmly grasp my cold can of beer. Not drink it, just hold it.
Put a straw in it.
There you go. Right. And I just got to say, it worked. 18 holes and my fingers didn't ache for the first time since high school.
Cool.
Which is really cool. Lloyd Cohn, CopperTechGloves.com. Thanks for your time, man. Love them.
Hey guys, it's great. I appreciate your time as well. And like I said, when you want to come to Florida, look me up, or to Jersey Shore in the summertime.
All right.
Jersey Shore
love to play golf with you or have a beer with you.
We can do both.
That's right. We can even do both.
Simultaneously. Lloyd, thanks a lot, man. Great talking to you. We'll talk again
Lloyd.
soon. Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
All right, bye-bye. Thanks.
Harry Taylor is a PGA Tour golfer, best known for his short game and for the fact that he is the tailor in TaylorMade. He has been a designer of golf clubs for a long time. And one of the things he really wanted to do was design wedges that would work well out of the box for 98% of the golfing public. That's you and me, people. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Go take a look at these wedges. One, they're beautiful. Two, they work really, really well for 98% of us. And three, I can get you at a discount. Just when you order, please use the code LOVEMeTender, and that $169 black wedge is going to set you back only $109. That's right, $60 off. And the $149 wedge will be $99, $50 off. If you use the code LOVEMeTender at checkout. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Love Me Tender in the code box at checkout. You're going to get yourself a great wedge at a great price. We appreciate it.
I've owned my company for 14 years now, and I can tell you that payroll is a 4-letter word. I hate doing it. It eats up hours I don't have, and it costs me money I could be saving. But my accountant's too expensive, and I'm not sure who to call. But I know I need help.
We're Paychex, and we take all the hassles out of small business payroll. We save you time and money. It's easy. Call, fax, or give us your payroll information securely online, and we take care of the rest. We calculate the correct taxes, manage payments and direct deposits. We even send out your checks. Payroll doesn't need to be a four-letter word anymore. We're so sure that we can save you time and money that we'll give you a month's payroll free just for calling 877-376-2829. Get 1 month's payroll for free. Call Paychex right now. 877-376-2829. That's 877-376-2829.
Hey, you like to play golf, but you like to save money. How about doing the same thing at the same time? Check it out, digitalgolfpass.com. No matter where you are in the country, there's probably a digital golf pass that's going to get you a discount at many different golf courses. All right, so this season you're going to save yourself some money and get some variety in where you go. Digitalgolfpass.com. Use the coupon code GolfGuys at checkout and you will save $5. Digitalgolfpass.com.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
Call 1-800-352-1597. That's 1-800-352-1597. And
thanks for hanging. Welcome back. John Ashton in studio. Jeff Smith at the Golf Cave at Otter Creek. And on the line with us, Damon Klepczynski. I did that
How
right.
Doing, gentlemen?
We're doing great, Damon. Thanks for coming on, man. Digitalgolfpass.com. And all I can say is it's about time.
Well, we appreciate that. We're hearing that from our course operators and from the consumer alike. You know, the marketplace seemed to be missing a digital version, if you will, of the golf cart or a print passbook, and we were happy to fill it.
Just to recap, make sure I understand correctly, which I usually do. You have member golf courses that sign up and say, hey, somebody gets this pass from y'all and they can come to our course and play at a discount or special deal at this time of the day or whatever. It's different deals for different courses, is it not?
Yes, it is. We give the operators full control in this space, so they can offer 1 to 9 individual offers. It can be any combination of green fee with cart, driving range, and even lesson platforms, Jeff. So the idea is that as PGA members and operators, we felt that control should fully be in the operator's hand. They know how best to run their course, and they know how best to fill slow tee times on their tee sheets. Mm-hmm. So we don't dictate anything to them. They control the full parameters of the offers, from the deal names to the deal frequency to the price that they're willing to charge to get possibly a new player to their front door.
Nowhere near as intrusive, shall we say, as signing up with
the behemoth third-party tee time company?
Yeah, that behemoth third-party tee time company owned by the Golf Channel.
Okay. Well, they're one amongst others. But, yes.
You use them once, man, and you are inundated on a daily basis. And I don't care that I can get a great tee time at Riverside Country Club in San Bernardino, California. I'm a little too far away for that right now. But they don't seem to care.
We can talk about it, all day. I think, what ultimately is catching up, and this is really where Digital Golf Pass is born. It was out of a consult, with a PGA section that was saying, hey, we're getting a lot of our members, upset with what's happening in this space. And that's really where we kind of took pen to paper and started building the platform. The idea is that, there's a deal hunting golfer out there, mm-hmm. and no one should fear it. The golf industry as a whole should not expect consumers to shop for golf any different than they shop on, let's say, Amazon.com or Travelocity or any of those sites. However, we can probably control the frequency that the person can come to the property at a discount before we turn them into a retail player, or they don't become a retail player and they move on to another facility. So that was a real big highlight of what we're doing, is kind of combating what's in that space, even though we're not an online tee time aggregator. It just speaks to today's consumer, and we use the term mainstream purchasing culture, right? It's just the way that we conduct our daily lives. I mean, I can sit in a room with 800 PGA professionals in South Texas and ask them, who left their house to do Christmas shopping this year, and not a hand goes up.
Yeah.
So we understand that it happens, but a lot of times in the golf industry, we're a little bit behind the digital times as a general rule. But I think our product is going to serve a nice purpose because it connects the operator with the consumer that, quite frankly, does not pay retail for anything.
Anything?
Not just golf. It's anything.
Anything. Yes, indeed.
Anything. So, at the same time, when you get some really great deals for third-party aggregators, you'd have a hard time convincing me or the golf professional that if someone plays a $60 course for $10, that they're ever returning to that property at retail.
You definitely. And after you've gotten 3 or 4 emails that say, hey, come play this $60 property for $10, you have emblazoned in my head that it's a $10 property, not a $60 property.
There's a stigma attached to anything in the restaurant industry. It's the same thing. I mean, if you take a $200 meal with your wife and you get a $100 opportunity at that same meal, that in everyone's mind becomes the new value of what you should be paying.
Exactly. So, Jeff, have you been figuring it out? What kind of a deal you're going to offer on lessons, man? Although you give them to me for free, so I don't think you can afford a discount for anyone else, can you?
The truth is I haven't discounted any golf lessons, and I'm busier than a one-arm paper hanger. So
there you go.
It's just kind of how it works.
Oh, well.
It's a supply and demand issue here.
And it is for courses, Jeff, as you
That's
know,
right?
I mean, tee times are like airline tickets. If, once it goes by, it's gone. We just don't think that the courses should have to give it away, and if you're a busy course, that means that you don't have to participate in any of the stuff, then that is very good for you, but you're in the minority,
Yeah.
This opportunity allows people to come through the door, and preview a property, very, very often a first-time player that says, I found some hidden gems that I never would have frequented, John, to your point.
Exactly. That's it. Now, you're broken up into different regions and areas, correct?
Yes, we advocate like a play where you live approach.
Mm-hmm.
So we try to basically build a home region, like around how a golfer would play. And that's how we make our boundary lines on a play where you live approach.
Mm-hmm.
We also, like right now we have, 1,100 plus courses offering over 3,100 individual deals. And we'll continue to grow.
Right.
We're in 14 states live right now, and we're building another 6 as we speak. And then once we're done those, we'll keep moving on. But we offer an upgrade to the pass. So, digitally we have some advantages. You could buy a golf card or a paper pass book, and then if you wanted to go play another region, you had to retail purchase another book for that area.
Right.
Not the case with Digital Golf Pass. You can do a simple upgrade on one account, all devices, and then once you upgrade, you get every club, every deal served by DGP.
Fantastic. Now, is the price, is it tied into like the number of courses in the area?
We charge anywhere, and we want to keep it as reasonable as we can to the general public consumer that is our client or our customer. We charge $40 to $60 for the home region, depending upon how much course participation and the value offers that are given to us by the operators. In many cases, if you pick the correct 1 or 2 deals, you've gotten your membership fee back.
Yeah, almost immediately. For instance, our listeners here locally in Louisville, Kentucky would pay less than, let's say, our listeners in Philly, because in Philly you've got more courses and better deals, or more
Correct.
deals.
We called your region Kentuckiana, and we kind of connect Kentucky and Indiana together on a play where you live approach, but we've got 100 plus courses in that region. $40 basically is gets you access for January 1 to December 31. And in Philadelphia, it's a $60 product, but it's 262 participating facilities. In any live region we have, our value of what the golfer can save outweighs the membership fee.
Just as an aside, there was an old disc jockey here in town who didn't like the term Kentuckiana. He used to call it Indiucky, but just didn't have the same ring to it, man.
Well, you're coming up with
It is a bit more
names,
appropriate.
One of my
That's how we talk about ourselves, man, because we don't really recognize that river as a boundary to anything at all. We've got some good news. Thanks to Mr. Damon over here from digitalgolfpass.com. If you go to digitalgolfpass.com and you want to order a membership for your home region or any region, this would be at checkout, right? You use the
promo code at checkout, correct?
From the promo code Golf Guys, you're going to save $5 over whatever it is. We're that kind of people.
Well, we like your kind of.
We're worth $5. That's what you
right.
just said.
We're worth $5 for everybody.
Well, here's what you are. You're not a third-party online aggregator.
That's right.
That's the nicest thing anyone said to me yet today, you know?
It is. Stay on the line, John. It'll still be the nicest thing anybody says to you today.
DigitalGolfPass.com. The promo code is Golf Guys, and you're going to save $5 over whatever the retail price is of the membership that you are interested in. Damon Klepczynski. Again, about time, man, and thanks for being the guy to do it.
No trouble. We're going to try and do our best to take it nationwide and build the program organically. Obviously, a big part of our component will be golfers sharing with golfers.
Right.
But we're already seeing that happen. So as soon as people kind of can find out about us through this type of vehicle and some TV broadcasts and some other marketing partners that we have, we're excited to build the product. Likewise, we're also doing a pretty heavy philanthropic thing on the ground level. So, every pass that's bought, we donate money back to that locality for the growth of the game initiatives. So
fantastic.
Stuff that's spent in Kentucky, memberships, the money stays in Kentucky. Philly stays in Philly, so on with Texas, Georgia, and the like. But we, Jeff is a PGA member. You might understand this best. We think that the sections can best come up with new initiatives, but they don't have to be the same from region to region.
That's right, because we all know our own market and our own market's needs.
Yep.
Like somebody like maybe over in northern Texas, you might not give them too much money for their junior golf stuff because they already got a booming one going.
Well, they can use it for anything.
They maybe use it for something else.
Money
right.
for like a Wounded Warrior program if they're soft there and the like.
That's right.
So we don't want to dictate it, but this will be, hopefully my PGA legacy will be leaving, a lot of dollars behind for growth initiatives and trying to make a dent in fostering tomorrow's player.
Fantastic. Damon Klepczynski with DigitalGolfPass.com. Go there. You're going to have
Thanks, Damon.
a much better season playing golf and feel better about it. Thanks, Damon. We'll check in again with you a little bit later on in the season, see how things are going, and we'll go from there.
Appreciate your time, gentlemen. Thank you.
Thanks, Damon. Have a great day.
And you hang out with us. We will be right back. Don't you move.
I've owned my company for 14 years now, and I can tell you that payroll is a 4-letter word. I hate doing it. It eats up hours I don't have, and it costs me money I could be saving. But my accountant's too expensive, and I'm not sure who to call. But I know I need help.
We're Paychex, and we take all the hassles out of small business payroll. We save you time and money. It's easy. Call, fax, or give us your payroll information securely online, and we take care of the rest. We calculate the correct taxes, manage payments and direct deposits. We even send out your checks. Payroll doesn't need to be a 4-letter word anymore. We're so sure that we can save you time and money that we'll give you a month's payroll free just for calling 877-376-2829. Get 1 month's payroll for free. Call Paychex right now. 877-376-2829. That's 877-376-2829.
Harry Taylor is a PGA Tour golfer, best known for his short game and for the fact that he is the tailor in TaylorMade. He has been a designer of golf clubs for a long time. And one of the things he really wanted to do was design wedges that would work well out of the box for 98% of the golfing public. That's you and me, people. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Go take a look at these wedges. 1, they're beautiful. 2, they work really, really well for 98% of us. And 3, I can get you at a discount. Just when you order, please use the code LOVEMeTender, and that $169 black wedge is going to set you back only $109. That's right, $60 off. And the $149 wedge will be $99, $50 off. If you use the code LOVEMeTender at checkout. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Love Me Tender in the code box at checkout. You're going to get yourself a great wedge at a great price. We appreciate it. Hey, this is John Ashton with Those Weekend Golf Guys. And, Jeff Smith is a PGA member, so he gets to play like anywhere he wants to play for free. You and I, we're not quite like that. We have to, by hook or by crook. You got a friend, whatever. We all want a discount. We all want a deal, and we know how you can get a deal. You want to go to DigitalGolfPass.com. They've got the whole country broken up into different areas. And there are a whole lot of golf courses in each area. You can buy one area or upgrade to all the areas. It's a membership. It makes you kind of cool. And, with the right deal at your first foray into your favorite golf course with Digital Golf Pass, you've probably saved enough money to actually pay for the membership. Check it out, digitalgolfpass.com. Use the coupon code GOLFGUYS at checkout and you'll save $5. Yeah, we hooked that up for you. All right. People. Digitalgolfpass.com. Coupon code GolfGuys. Go now. And we are back, those weekend golf guys. John Ashton in studio. Jeff Smith at the Plain and Simple Golf School, the Golf Cave, Otter Creek. Got it all out. Probably not in the right order, but I'll throw the words out there. You just put them in whatever order you feel comfortable with. That works. A few moments ago, we were talking about the center of the golf ball. And Jeff is still laughing at me for that.
Correct.
I'm just thinking of an easy way. If you say that the center of the face needs to meet the center of the golf ball.
You got that right.
You still need a visual cue on the golf ball, and I was just wondering, should you draw a line through the center? Do you have to measure it? Or is the number printed on the ball usually printed in the center? It was a very easy, very simple, and very innocent question that deserved a yes or a no. Not the castigation you gave me.
Pointing and laughing.
Yeah, pointing and laughing was unnecessary.
Okay, should I stop with the, hey, John, guess what? It's a sphere. It's an orb. Should I stop with all that?
Yeah, I think you should stop with all that.
Okay. All right, so let's just say that you are thinking in your head that when you're looking at a Titleist golf ball, that the word Titleist is actually on the equator of a golf ball. Are you thinking that?
Okay. Should I be?
Well, I just gave you a point of reference and I gave you an easy yes.
Okay. But now it's okay.
And if that's the case, that means the number is lower than that, right? So if you're orienting the ball like that, no, the number's not in the center. But you could just twist the ball, the number could be in the center. There's a lot of ways you can do it. We could go with this all day. Matter of fact, we could go with this next week too.
Either he doesn't understand the question or I don't understand the answer.
I understand the question, but I'm not about to give you the yes answer because that could be twisted any direction and it'd become a no.
But what we have here is a failure to communicate. And speaking of epic fails, can we touch base? I know it's been talked about ad infinitum, ad nauseam, to the point where you're like, move on, guys, already. But
John has to practice.
Let's talk. No. That subject has come and gone for another day.
That ship has sailed, huh?
Let's talk about Jordan Spieth.
Okay.
And let's talk about acting his age when he blew up at the Masters. I was kind of embarrassed for him. I was embarrassed that he started looking like me, chunking a bunch of shots. Or two, but that's a bunch in PGA years. But I was really embarrassed by his attitude afterwards. I've seen some stories on some of the websites, the golf, magazine websites that are extolling how wonderfully and stoically he pulled it off and going, what were you watching? I mean, from the moment he asked people not to take pictures of his face on the way to sign his card after he came off 18 to the sullen look he had giving the jacket to, what's his face?
Willett.
Yeah, Danny Willett or Willett? It's Willett.
Willett.
He's English.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was French, it would be Willett, but the English accent the other syllable. I mean, you could tell he was pissed. He was angry.
Sure he was.
And he should have been embarrassed. I understand that. For 5 minutes on national or international television, let a smile be your umbrella, buddy. Fake it. Smile. Congratulate Danny. Welcome to the club, or good job, or you're lucky I screwed up. I mean, whatever he wanted to say it. don't play the spoiled little kid, which he did, I think, in my own humble yet nevertheless expert opinion.
I'll tell you what. I don't usually give people a pass on a lot of their behavior.
Uh-huh.
He didn't do anything that offended me, but I'll tell you this.
Okay.
If I'm 22 years old and I'm kind of putting myself back 32 years.
Uh-huh.
Or 28 years. Or
yeah, math's not as strong.
Anyway, that's right. It's not.
I know. I've seen you fill out a scorecard. Go on.
I would. That's right. I tend to add up lower numbers than you do.
20 plus 4, that's 16. Yes.
That's it.
I've
Right.
seen it. Yeah.
Now, realistically, I'm not sure that I could have behaved any better if I would have just had the biggest failure of my life happen in front of the world's television and under the biggest of lights.
Right.
I'm not sure if I could have reacted any better.
That's possibly true. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not sure I could either, but then I don't make millions of dollars playing golf.
Sure, but that's not a character issue, right?
No, I'm not saying it's a character issue. I'm saying it's a professionalism issue.
Right. And I understand that.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe that's all he could muster
Well,
under the situation.
again, he's like I said, he's 22. He acted his age.
Yeah.
And
he didn't act 50.
No.
He acted as a competitor who is not a grizzled veteran yet.
Yeah. Well, he acted like a kid acts when he doesn't get what he expected to get.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Okay, great.
I'm not. I'm just going to say, hey, look, I'm not sure that we should expect the same kind of gracious behavior out of a 22-year-old athlete as we did with Greg Norman when he collapsed. Because this is an equivalent to that major collapse that Greg Norman had.
Yeah, it sure is. And,
but Greg was already a grizzled veteran at that time, and he was able to hold it together differently. And I think that's due to age and experience.
Exactly. And that's all I want to point out, that he was acting like a 22-year-old. I don't think he did anything special by showing up and doing what he did. I think he could have done it better and probably will when he gets older. Like I said, he's acting like a 22-year-old. At the time, even though he's a phenomenal golfer and he shows so much more maturity than you'd expect from somebody who's 22 years old, the 22-year-old came out. And I got to give him kudos, man, because if I had done that, I would have been so embarrassed. I don't think I could have shown my face.
Right.
I would have fallen down and cut myself and started bleeding profusely. So they had to rush me to the hospital so I wouldn't have to go through that. But so he does get kudos for actually going through it. But again, I just wish. Now, one thing I do want to point out, and if you go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/golfguys, you will see there is a theory. It's a conspiracy theory.
Oh boy, here we go.
That
conspiracy theories in golf.
That aliens were responsible for the blow up on that hole. If you look at the video, and it's played repeatedly in slow motion on our Facebook page, you will see an orb moving very slowly toward Jordan Spieth as he is taking that shot.
Where's the center of that orb?
On the number.
On
Actually, it's an alien orb, so it's in the upper left-hand quadrant because they figure geometry is different in outer space. Yeah. Man, beat that subject to death, why don't we? But anyhow,
good players do. They hit the center of that orb a lot.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been distracting. It could have been some super duper maybe there was an anti-gravitational field being
right. Could have been some cool hocus pocus going on.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
And we have the video evidence to prove it. Check it out.
Right.
Facebook.com/golfguys. Follow us on Twitter at WKND Golf Guys, or go to our website at thoseweekendgolfguys.com and check it out. It may or may not be back up. We're doing some repair work. It broke. It didn't break. I just got tired of it.
Somebody was in there looking for the center of it. Couldn't find it. Things kept going sideways.
Turn it off.
That's right, man. No matter how easily I measured it, no, it wasn't right. I do want you to go visit digitalgolfpass.com. Hope you were able to catch our interview with Damon in the last section. A $5 discount off whatever membership you want to buy for whatever area, and there's even an upgrade. You still get $5 off. Anywhere from $40 to $60 is what these things cost. digitalgolfpass.com. And also want to thank Lloyd Cohn from CopperTech Gloves for spending some time with us on Those Weekend Golf Guys. Want you to consider spending some time with us again next week on Those Weekend Golf Guys. All right? Cool. It's a date. We will be right back here, same place, same time. You can always download our free apps from the App Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Google Play Store. That's what they still call those things, right? And listen to us.
They do, yeah.
And listen to us anytime you want to. I think it's right in the center there somewhere. Is where you push the button and it all works. Do that. Play some golf. We will be back next week. Have a great week. Harry Taylor is a PGA Tour golfer, best known for his short game and for the fact that he is the tailor in TaylorMade. He has been a designer of golf clubs for a long time. And one of the things he really wanted to do was design wedges that would work well out of the box for 98% of the golfing public. That's you and me, people. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Go take a look at these wedges. One, they're beautiful. Two, they work really, really well for 98% of us. And three, I can get you at a discount. Just when you order, please use the code LOVEMeTender, and that $169 black wedge is going to set you back only $109. That's right, $60 off. And the $149 wedge will be $99, $50 off. If you use the code LOVEMeTender at checkout. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Love Me Tender in the code box at checkout. You're going to get yourself a great wedge at a great price. We appreciate it.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 of pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-554-4183 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 800-554-4183 to take your call now. Call 800-554-4183. That's 800-554-4183. Again, 800-554-4183.